Hi, welcome back. We're on to the letter F. I've got two topics for you today, F for focus and F for finish. Let's start with focus. So we live in a world these days where we are expected to do 100 things at the same time, or at least within the same day. Now that is a very hard expectation to meet. Furthermore, we ourselves voluntarily attempt so many things at once because everything we do is considered to be very important to us or by somebody else. Now, the problem here is that we're juggling too many balls in the air. So it's easy to drop a few and mess up everything and never actually complete anything. Performing too many tasks at the same time is likely to result in many of them not being completed satisfactorily, assuming that they get completed at all. So, to ensure success, really, we must focus on a small number of things, and for the best outcome, focus on one thing only, not two, just one. The most successful people focus upon only one thing. Have you heard of the phrase jack of all trades, master of none? That phrase captures the essence of focus completely. If you try and become a master of everything, you won't. You'll be pretty good at a lot of things, and people will say, yeah, he's a go-to person, or she's a go-to person for this, this, and this. But if it really came to the crunch and they needed a super duper expert to help, they wouldn't come to you. They really would get a specialist to help. So, those of you that have ever had a coach will recognize the concept of focus straight away. The coach will work with you to identify your biggest and most important goal, the goal that you really want or need to accomplish. The coach will then get you to focus on achieving that goal and nothing else. Your coach will completely focus upon you and nothing else during your coaching sessions. Can you imagine how much progress you will make and how much success you will achieve by having yourself and another person focusing upon your goal, you and your coach? So food for thought there. Now let's move on to the second F. This is F for finish. Now if you don't completely finish a task, then you cannot mark that as a success. Half-completed items are practically useless. How many times has your boss congratulated you for doing a half job? Probably never. Where does a half-completed road go to? Nowhere. How many gold medals does an athlete get for running half a race? Well, none at all. Does anybody even remember any person who ran half a race? So there's a clever phrase that I like to use whenever I'm considering something new. Begin with the end in mind. Begin with the end in mind. This is a very powerful statement because it suggests a finish or an end to a task. It's very, very important to finish things and not just to achieve success. Not finishing things can really upset people, including yourself. If you don't finish reading a novel or don't finish watching the end of a movie, you'll feel yourself rather unsatisfied. If you don't finish your meal, you'll leave yourself hungry. If you don't finish a conversation, you'll leave the other person upset, hurt, and maybe even angry. You don't want to do that, do you? So really finish what you started and focus to ensure you finish successfully. I'll leave you with that. Focus and finish.